Hey guys, welcome to Carousel's Greatest Hits Part 2. This time we explore Asia and recipes cooked by some of our favourite chefs from that part of the world over the past 5 years. So I'm going to run you through how to put this whole meal together. So to kick things off, you guys have a snack. It's just some spicy peanuts inspired by our friends at a restaurant, that's EER, in Bangkok, who are the creators of Bolan. We just got peanuts roasted with lemongrass, kaffir lime, chili, ginger, garlic, and finished with some spring onions. So this is just what you're going to be eating whilst you're prepping, so I'll kind of be doing the same. Just whack them in a bowl, and yeah, that is literally what you have to do for that. Next up is the fried chicken, inspired by Mandu, a Korean restaurant in Washington, DC. Danny Lee brought his fried chicken over to Carousel 4 years ago. We've never looked back. What we've got is fried chicken marinated in ginger and Asian pear. We've got like a dressing that you're going to toss it in and just finish it with some spring onions. The oven's at 180 degrees. Your chicken needs to go onto a tray, like that, and then just straight into the oven for 5 minutes. Alright, so that's now hot, been in the oven for 5 minutes at 180. Just asbestos fingers, just into a bowl. Like so. Grab a spoon. Got your dipping sauce with ginger, garlic, the sugar, soy sauce, chili, so it's nice and spicy. Give it a toss. So all the chicken's coated. Spring onions in, say something at the top. And then we just whack that straight into a bowl. This, and then the last few spring onions on top. So now, this dish is inspired by Carl Ishizaki from Sushi Show in Stockholm. He brought a soy cured egg yolk into the game. We loved it, I haven't looked back either. We're doing it with mackerel, which has been like kind of cut sashimi style and pickled. There's grilled leek, okra, some crispy rice, and then on the bottom some daikon. So in this tub is the mackerel, leek, there's daikon on the bottom, okra and spring onions. To split it in half, and just get it into your bowls, like that. Everything's seasoned and ready to go. What you got to do here is get it in, plate. So like that. So just with your finger or a spoon, make a little like well in the middle. I've got a fancy slotted spoon. These egg yolks have been curing in soy and mirin for 6 hours. So they're just gonna be placed right in the middle, like that. And then we've got these puffed rice. You can cover half of it, as you wish. So this soy sauce, well, soy and mirin, can be used. Just use it to like season stuff as you would. Don't throw it away. It's had an egg in it, but it'll be totally fine to eat. So this next dish is the main course. It's inspired by Mark and I's trip to Tokyo in January to go and cook with Yuji Tani. So we've got pork katsu. We've minced the pork and seasoned it with ginger, daikon, garlic, shredded cabbage and lemon, and then pork katsu sauce, which we've kind of cooked for hours and hours. We've got a delicious mouth-numbing rice with sancho pepper and like seasonal greens, shisei pickled cucumbers, and then mapu tofu. So we've got the katsu back onto a tray, like so. The oven's still on at 180, 5 minutes again. So whilst the pork is in the oven, we'll get the rice hot. So I've got your rice here, you can just whack it into a pan. If you have a microwave, just use that as well. We've got the mapu tofu, we want to warm that back up. And finally the curry sauce. There's not a lot, but it's really strong, and it will loosen up. Alright, in the meantime, we can get this on the sides ready. So the cucumber and shisei pickles are literally ready to go. And then we've got our main course plate. So you've got your cabbage, just split that in half, and put that to the side. So rice is now hot. So it's been going for 3 or 4 minutes. Katsu's now been in the oven for 5 minutes at 180. So nice and hot. You can use something sharp just to kind of check in the inside, lightly press it to your lip. That's warm, so perfect. Just place that there, a little bit of salt, and that's it. Okay. So you can see the mapu tofu has now been sizzling away for 5 minutes. It's nice and hot. So just place that there, a little bit of salt, and that's it. So you can see the mapu tofu has now been sizzling away for 5 minutes. It's nice and hot. So you can see the mapu tofu has now been sizzling away for 5 minutes. It's nice and hot. So just place that there, a little bit of salt, and that's it. Okay. So you can see the mapu tofu has now been sizzling away for 5 minutes. It's nice and hot. gonna go and take that to blade it up. So just take the nice big piece of tofu and pour over the warm ramen sauce. And then in here we've got just some coriander. There's stalks and leaves. We're just gonna throw it all on. This is gonna give it a really nice freshness. So I'm just gonna add a little splash of water, like 2 tablespoons. Give it a good stir. Maybe even a bit more. So you want to get it to like kind of a double cream consistency. So there we go, perfect. And last up, the rice is now hot. The green sachet pepper rice. Before you eat it, take your lemon, squeeze it over your pork, squeeze some over your cabbage, just tuck in. Alright, finally, banana tartare. This is now up to you, this stage. I like it hot, personally. So I'm gonna put it in the oven. The oven's still at 180, 5 minutes again, 4 or 5 minutes. If you don't do that, don't worry, you don't have to have it hot. Alright, so out of the oven, nice and hot, and just cut it in half. If that's too much, then save some for later. Onto a plate, like so. Then Thai basil creme fraiche just on top. Beautiful. So we have it: banana tartare, caramel, and Thai basil creme fraiche.